The fashion reviews have been shit. I haven't been able to make fashion content because, as you can hear, my voice has been dying for the last month or so. But I feel like with Fashion Week wrapping up, I need to come in and call out the horse shit that I've been seeing with the fashion reviews of the fashion show, especially the fashion critics. They're so fucking hypocritical with their bullshit, and I'm just gonna call it out. So let me show you the first one that I have issue with is how the fashion critics are dragging Maria Grazzi Cherry from Dior with her collection and then giving praise to Schiaparelli for this collection. You can't tell me that you hate beige done by Maria because Schiaparelli is doing beige too. It's ridiculous that you're telling me that you hate denim at Dior. Hello, isn't Schiaparelli doing denim too? And telling me that you're bored with Maria's designs? Babes, are you kidding me? Is it just because the tie is made of hair? Please don't show me that you have the same gravitas for that fucking tie that's made of hair as this. If you're really gonna drag Maria Grazzi Cherry for putting Miss Dior on clothing and have praised Balenciaga for this, or Louis Vuitton for doing this, you're just a fucking hypocrite. While these fashion critics are bending Marie over so they could fuck her with their reviews, Maria knows who her customer base is. Look at the numbers. I've said multiple times that every brand have a target customer, and that customer might not be you. And it's definitely not these fucking fashion critics. That's for damn sure. The stats don't lie. Maria's following the stats and the numbers, and look at where the numbers are showing her. It's in China. It's not in Europe. It's definitely not in America. So, like, who gives a shit about all these fashion critics from both these places? You're all on paying for her bills or making sure that she keeps her job. In fact, you're doing the very direct opposite. It's also very funny to me when I see a collection like this because the whole idea of clothes is supposed to be a covering of the body, and the idea of just kind of selling the point of flashing skin, especially tits and ass and all this kind of stuff. Like, again, it's a male's perspective of what they think what women want to wear. For a brand like Saint Laurent, which is a French brand, maybe showing skin isn't such a big thing, but in Asian culture, showing skin will essentially get you canceled, like literally canceled in Asia. And I've also said multiple times that men and women design very differently. Women design based on a woman's lifestyle and the clothes that she's going to wear in that lifestyle, whereas men design around a concept of a woman based on his fantasy or whatever fetish he thinks up. So if you don't believe me, let me show you.
Grazia Chiuri has a real knack for femininity in the kind of approachable, accessible sense. She just gives a myriad of options within a collection concept, and when you see it in the store, when you see it broken down, it's a lot of kind of different aesthetics. It's girly, it's for the office, it's workwear, it's utilitarian. It just gives a very broad range, and that means you can have a much broader customer.
It's quintessentially Parisian. She's cultured, she loves art, she knows what's going on at the museums, she loves independent film, she knows who the cool directors are and what films are doing well at the festivals, she reads film reviews, she has great taste in music, and she has great posture.
It's a matter of self-love, because you feel so powerful inside the Saint Laurent. You know you feel strong.
Is a mysterious woman, and a woman with depth and experience.
There's an element of mystery always, sophistication and elegance. And who doesn't want to be that woman?
It's a woman with no bag, because she preferred to hold the arm of a beautiful man than to hold a bag. Everything said. Or if you're not good man.
So I'm going to sign off with this. All these fashion critics, to me, they're like fashion dilettantes without proper training. They're just dilettantes and dabblers of fashion who have opinions, and they're just giving the opinions. And it serves no purpose without understanding who the brand's target customer is, because it comes from a very like Western point of view. It doesn't come from like an Eastern point of view. And maybe it's just that I have dealt with, customer base in a global scale. So again, like these fashion reviews, this is very funny to me, and they're very full of shit, like horse shit. The other thing I want to point out is the hypocrisy of these fashion critics who happen to be mostly men. They give a lot more leeway to men designers than they do with women designers, because if you ever go and look at these reviews, what's happening with Alexander McQueen right now with the latest collection, like I said, they lost the plot, and a lot of these fashion critics, they will give a very PC answer of, I have no comment, or let's give him a go. But I clearly remember, like, a lot of y'all just has, you know, really dragged Sarah Burton her collection. So the hypocrisy is real.